David Tyson from YouTube would like to know a little bit about you, Ray. He wants to know, how long have you been in beekeeping and what's your most favorite breed?
I spent years and years in international banking and regional banking, one for a Fortune 100 company called Honeywell, and spent trains, planes, and automobiles for 10 years, and finally got off the road and got into regional banking. I was on a different time zone when I was in international banking almost every day. And so I was one of these honeybees, I guess you could say, Nikki, that worked morning and night. And because there would be times that we'd have clients in Asia that I'd have to be up at night. That led me to take a class in beekeeping. And it just happened to be a master beekeeper that was teaching the class. And he was the first master beekeeper here in the state of Georgia. And I took the class and I said, boy, there is something to this. And so I was banker by day, beekeeper by night, Nikki. And so,
busy.
Yeah,
Busy bee.
And so anyhow, this little hobby started out year one with people from Atlanta, of all places, calling this new beekeeper, hey, I heard you're selling bees. Well, I was not talking to anybody about selling bees, but I said, okay, how many do you want? And they'd say, just one. Okay, well, that works. Well, the first year there was about 25 hives of bees that we sold. And this year it was well over 20,000 hives of bees that we moved out this season. So we've come a long way. It has been very rewarding. There are days that I look at Nikki or others at the office and just say, man, I could never dream as big as this is today.
I think you said that the other day, actually. I recall you saying that. Yeah.
And that's a very, very true statement. Mm-hmm. When I made the move over to full time from the bank was 9 years ago. I was a little nervous, but the folks at the bank, they just said, man, you're going to do great. And I mean, I was watching every penny. And I remember moving into our current location, and it was just a block-walled building. And I remember saying, we've got to rent out half this place because I don't see how we're going to use it all. And within 18 months, we were building another warehouse, and within another year and a half, we were our large warehouse. And we haven't looked back since. And we continue to grow, and that's all the good stuff that comes with growth is you got to figure out how to meet those needs. And we have several folks that are looking to place some very large orders with us this coming season in 2025. And that's going to make me put my hat back on and really think about this.
Yeah.
But that's in a nutshell right there.
Well, it definitely has come a long way. And I'll tell you, our building is misleading. So if anybody has not been by, or if you have been by, you may see it from the roadway and think it's tiny. But my two boys, even my husband, had the wonderful pleasure of coming to work with us during bee season some. And I've had other people come in and they're just like, wow, I didn't know this place was so big, because once you get past that front retail and you get into the warehouses and the back warehouse, it's a big thing.
You can't see the back warehouse until you're in it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Nikki's husband, Chris.
Hi, honey.
Chris, if you're listening to us tonight, what a husband he is. He's not really big into bees, but his wife is, Nikki. Yeah. And he came and worked several bee nights because we were a little short on help. And he did the tour of duty this season. And I appreciate everything Chris did. Out of love for his wife.
I know, thank goodness, right? That first night, we weren't sure. We both wanted to ping each other a little, but we made it through. And I have to give a big shout out to him. I mean, Christopher, you were very supportive, and I appreciate it. We all do.
Very good.